Commentators coming into League of Legends wanting to cast more than me. Until I retire, I will have cast the most. Like,
oh yeah, it's a roadshow, by the way. They're in a big arena.
Anyone else ever? Period.
T1 Doran.
Because our region just has the most games. I cast the LPL before this, and it was just too many games, so it's just impossible to catch.
You're gonna keep casting as long as the
absolutely
good. You're gonna
as long as I have a face, I will be commentating, or I guess a voice.
T1 Ona.
I don't think you need a face, you know?
Yeah, true. This guy does. This is Ona. He's looking fantastic, and they are feeling so good after their victory against Gen G earlier on. It feels like this might even feel a bit more like a victory lap here for T1 up against Nongshim. That may drop their guard, or it may just be a little bit of a Harlem Globetrotters. You never really know with T1.
Bro, they play on so many stages.
Homeground cares, because when we had this matchup in round 1 and 2, well, not this matchup, but when the first T1 match they had against KT at the Homeground, they did end up losing. They did obviously get the win this time up against Gen G, and now a chance to improve the record. Faker looking to pick up his 3,500th kill, huge achievement. And yeah, I'm sure all the fans are very aware of that, very excited for that opportunity to be there on the day that it happens.
Don't trip.
Yep. And then he'll have another 500 to go, really. Are we going to be, like, celebrating, like,
oh my god, what is that? Oh my...
Go up by
whoa!
Just do it in 500, but how,
I think they do it in 500.
How long do you think it'll take to get to another 500?
Oh, he did it twice. What the heck?
As we do get the double pose.
He's been in great form recently. Honestly.
Absolutely.
He's been in such good form, and I think a lot of AD carries that he's really comfortable on, that he's been playing really well, but I feel like he's been branching out, and him and Carrier have been such a bot lane to be feared, which isn't really a unique spot for them to be in regularly, or they are bot lane to be feared, but particularly at the moment, they've been really challenging in those in just their presence in the 2v2 and in the games they are playing.
Carrier, go up the stairs.
And I think Carrier really does a great job
such an
of
outside line.
The power of a good support. Yeah. Because he has been a little bit hot and cold over the last, couple of splits.
Red Force. Oh wait, it's just the whole team. Boom.
Nongshim, just finish the board. It's that when Carrier is on, it just feels like it's impossible to start fights against T1 in good standing. Lehens might be able to give it to him though, as Nongshim will all walk out unified together. One noodle strong, I think is the term.
Ah.
Is it?
The Nongshim boys.
Probably not.
I think a lot of noodles together.
Noodles.
A lot of noodles are strong.
Well, it's like, I mean, it's the original, that ape alone weak, and then he snaps the twig.
Yes.
And he puts a bunch of twigs together, ape together, strong. And so if you put a lot of noodles together, it'd be harder to like pair them.
Yeah,
chat, everyone chat loves Nongshim noodles. Yes. Everyone loves the fucking Shinramyun. You know it, I know it. So you always gotta fuck with the noodle boys.
Fire up there as well.
I mean, the fact that T1 beats Gen G makes me think that Nongshim's gonna 2-0 them. That would just be the most T1 summer split ever. That would be very on brand for their road to Worlds. So I'm gonna say Nongshim 2-0. I've seen enough T1 to know if they beat Gen G, something bad's coming. Everyone bans Pantheon Varus no matter what on red side. It's just hard locked. Talia ban always they ban Talia for a 0 first pick. Vi ban with no Poppy ban. Weird champ. Why do they ban Vi with Poppy being open? Maokai ban is like what, for Trundle or something? I guess, but Jarvan is not that strong. Surely it's a Varus. Or is it a Gwen actually? Is it a Gwen or a Varus? Because they love Gwen, don't they, T1? Kuma Susi Varus. They don't take Gwen away from Doran. They take Rumble Wukong. Rumble Wukong Annie or what? Would Doran play, would they play Aurora Flex here or some shit? Is that like a thing? Oh, maybe they have to pick Jhin on 3, don't they? Is it Jhin or Annie on 3? Nongshim. Normally teams will pick Jhin and Varus, right? Gwen? What the hell?
They do really like
Annie. Don't do Annie, no. If they take Annie and then Nongshim take Orianna on 3, isn't it a horror game?
If you're going for the Rise instead for Faker, with a lot of mid laners ban
Rise. Yeah, I think Jhin or Annie on 3 here is good. I think Orianna on 3 is also still good. I don't like Victor much. You know, with Rise Gwen, they're gonna be rushing some Barons. Ahri, Victor. I prefer Orianna. I think Orianna and then Jarvan ban or something. I don't know. Anyway, I think Zinzao ban is really good. I actually think Lee Sin is. I mean, it's not a good ban because Wukong's fine into it, but I feel like it's owner's best, and Rise Lee Sin into Ahri is quite annoying.
They end up
There's
taking away
Jhin.
Jhin first and foremost.
What do they ban?
I think
Jhin, Ezreal,
especially
Jhin, Corki?
into the Varus.
I guess Corki is not the
Seen it a
best.
lot. And
Consideration is never mind, it will be Renata taken away.
Why are they
Of course,
scared of
something
Renata?
the carrier has been fantastic.
Isn't Nico super strong right now as well? But
yeah,
Karma's
there's
open.
still a lot of really well.
I like
You're
Ezreal on 4 here
blinding, like,
because you
Rakan
can
into
open up Bard on
Varus
5
plus
for Nongshim
whatever
into
carrier
Rise
wants to pick
Varus.
is
I feel like Bard
dangerous.
is really strong.
We do have someone in
in
chat
this
saying
draft.
that Teemo, Fiddlesticks, and Yuumi are all
Or
open,
Sivir
which I
can
think is
kinda
very
work,
valid
sure.
because that is true.
I like Bard on
And
5
also
a
that
lot.
movement
I think
speed when
T1
you
should
get
be a
a
bit
team
scared
fight.
of it.
If you end up picking the Rakan with that,
Like
if
they
you
have
come to
Bard
the
on
lane,
5, they
I
have
think
Braum
this
on
is a really
5.
strong team fight come
I
from
feel like they have a really
Nongshim.
good support on
I
5
do
here. What do you
think
blind?
On the
Rel?
Hunt and Cyclone together are actually
don't know
really,
if
really
is Rel
powerful.
gonna win the
Something
game?
like, you know how sometimes
There's
you
the
have those
Jarvan,
moments where you
but
press Cyclone, you just
That's why I
not
think
there
Ezreal
yet.
would be better.
Gonna be up
I think
here
the
though,
Jarvan
as
actually
of
has
course, with
decent
the
value
Lilies
now.
out, taken away, there is still
But the Jarvan
another
needs
Demacian
something with it.
Prince here.
Ah,
And
Poppy.
the Poppy is something that I
What?
was going to mention as well. That will be locked
Please
in here
go
for
Bard.
Carrier. Not necessarily a massive amount
Oh
of
my
lane
god,
control,
Lehens, do you play
but
Bard?
has so much
Now is the
value
time.
into
You can play so many champs here. You can play Bard, you can play Braum, you can play Thresh, you can play...
Like the Rise, you can also
Oh my god.
Why
are we going? Why is he going
his
north?
engage is limited the least by here.
You could go anything there, can't you? Can't you go fucking...
Steadfast Presence comes out,
You can play Thresh into
it,
Jarvan.
so
You can play
Rakan there.
Braum into
And
Varus
I think
Poppy.
T1,
You
right,
can play
throw
Bard.
The Cataclysm down onto the
I don't know about
Sivir,
Karma.
you can
I don't really like
slam her
Karma
into
that much,
it.
but...
It also means...
Boom! Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. I hope you enjoy it.
And I think the Nongshim
Owner's
fan
using
chants were
Fnatic
actually pretty
Jarvan.
loud.
Yeah, he's
I think
shouting out
maybe
Poppy.
there is a relative...
Well, that could be better.
How
if you
does
start
Fnatic have
behind.
skins? I thought you had to win Worlds, but they
Could
suck.
it though?
You know,
They won Worlds
using
14 years ago.
Aggression here is Gumayushi
Buddy.
laying some damage down
Oh, bot is
towards
kinda
Ju as
cooked.
they do get themselves into the zone.
Also,
Crazy,
to
no, they
note,
won
even with
Worlds
Ghost,
14
you know,
years
both
ago.
supports actually went
It was
These,
NA versus
level
EU.
ones. I feel like Hail of Blades is so
How
powerful.
fucking cooked
Yeah,
is
you
bot
have a bit
lane?
less poke with the
Like,
abilities.
what is
but
this?
You saw that first trade, he got the 3 autos in.
Sivir
and
can die on a
immediately
2v2
Ju was
dive
like,
right
oh,
now.
oh Lord.
Pretty.
Is Sivir gonna base
Pretty
and right click
catastrophic.
top and say
6
fuck
CS
this
were
shit?
missed.
The fact you have the
When
empowered
Fnatic won
auto
Worlds,
with
Calyx
extended
was
range,
3 years old.
And you're so slippery, I feel like you get so much value from it, on top of just his team fighting power.
True.
Oh,
what
nice
are
E
we
by
doing?
Carrier.
Carrier and Lehens, they're just
He's
hanging
trying to
out.
pull the cannon out of tower range by
Trying
him,
to
but
make
Carrier
sure
won't let him.
that, Lehens
Carrier
will
would've- he
recap
would've
Carrier
frozen there
Lehens.
otherwise.
I think maybe
Do in an LCD
Now it's
game,
not
that's
frozen,
actually
so
so
Doran can
true.
base and go
Yeah.
bot and catch it.
It's a little bit of a lane swap here. Carrier has
So
the
you're telling
Hex
me
Flash
Fnatic won the Rift
activated,
Rivals
so
that
that's
occurred in
obviously
free
why
space?
flashed away. As you can see, Ju just really wants to get this wave into an okay position. The exhaust goes down, and this is what I was saying. Ju, no ghost. Will need to flash. It was a decent flash direction, but he's
Doran
still
played
going to
that
be
really
in
well.
range of those.
I feel like it's
He
just
played
a
that so
decision
good.
not to swap
He didn't
Ju
auto-attack,
up to
he
the
just
top
kept
side.
running
I guess
with the
maybe
Sivir,
the lane
and then he
into the
EQ'd
Varus
where
was a
she
bit
will
of a struggle,
flash.
but this is an absolute disaster.
Or on top
you
of her.
Moved your Rumble
And then he
away
had his
from
E
the
auto attack
Gwen,
ready
a matchup we
to kill her.
typically see favor.
Doran teleports back
TP
towards
top
the top
from
side of the map.
Doran,
And he's probably just spent a whole
sending
bunch
Guma
of
back
money.
bot so they
He's
can play
probably
for
feeling
Drake, I
pretty
think,
great
right?
about himself.
And yeah, he's level 6
Yeah,
now,
Doran's Gwen is
and
really good.
you
I
can
think
imagine
teams
King
need to
is
start
wondering what the heck
really being a
happened.
bit
Look at
careful
his
by just
inventory
giving Doran
compared
Gwen.
to King.
Oh, he's
like it could be worse.
He died to
Yep,
Krugs on
that'll
Gwen.
be good.
Yeah,
King
and that's
could've
where
killed him
everything turned
twice.
around.
Yeah.
That's where the
See a TP
world
coming out from
fucking
Carrier with
rotated.
the-
Every time I look at bot, Sivir is just
Turn
dying
back
to
up
someone.
and,
His ab-
nah, crit cloak.
Oh,
Crit
that is
cloak
such a,
on
no,
base
yeah,
is
don't-
disgusting.
That is such a
Been a bad buy in the history of League of
Doran's
Legends.
trying to get Rumble
Equalizer
Flash.
is gonna come
Oh
on
my
through
god, the
here
Gwen
for
W
King,
positioning
who's
was
walking in
perfect.
odd direction. The needlework comes on
Oh, he
through,
missed a
and
bit
Doran
there.
time here in
But he
this
has
top lane.
forced Rumble ult
Yeah.
and
Honestly,
Rumble out
some
of
good
lane.
dodges
His
from
goal there is to
Faker,
crash the
and
wave
Jonas
so they
say,
can
"You know
dive
what?
top.
We'll take a free kill.
Yeah, they're going
Ooh,
to look
this
for
is
it
not
as
a kill. Is it a
Gideon
kill?
wants
Yeah,
to
it's a
come
kill.
on over, but unfortunately the monkey is a little too
The
late.
Jarvan
So
slams
we'll
him, but I think
slink
with
back
just
into the
Rise they can't
jungle.
do much there. Hono just came in with a
As Gio, okay, let's see whether he can find this one as he
Varus hit
does.
6.
Spell shield, a decent amount of damage.
Where's the
here.
hook?
Gumayushi's ultimate not doing too much. As
What? He
flash
flashed
over the
from
wall is
there
gonna
to
come
that
up through his
wall?
Carrier also gonna get out of there.
Holy
Thankfully,
shit,
has
that was a
flash
fatty
backup
flash from
available
Guma.
again. But Nongshim
Normally you have to be a bit
finding
further
great
up the
avenue
wall.
in towards
Holy
his bottom
shit.
side when it really
That's
felt
probably like the
T1 was
longest
starting to
flash
run away
ever.
with the matchup. Faker coming on over here as Gideon does smite, even though it's on 48 health. There's the exhaust down onto
notes.
Calyx. Cyclone comes
No
on
ults,
through
no
though as
ults, no
Doran.
ults.
I know you're really
Yeah,
strong, but
losing
you're
fight.
not quite one.
They got
So
one.
we'll have to to invest the summoner spell.
Good 2-grab play.
Definitely
not having Gwen ult in those fights is a horror. Doran, give it. Doran, take it.
Feel like
that is basically Doran, yeah.
Here. So we're gonna have a look at this
that is Doran in a nutshell.
Doran just really was feeling himself. You can understand why in this game. but
yeah, I mean, he kind of just sent it into 3 people with no ult, so, and his Poppy wasn't there, his jungler was far. He just does some happy little gaming. But I do think teams, I see a lot of teams just do 2 grubs and then they just leave. Even if the 3rd one is pretty free. Looks like teams don't give a fuck about the 3rd grub. I think they makes them want to defend their camps on bot side, or Doran saw Nautilus in lane and thought this is sus. They have Ryze ult, Ryze TP, Jarvan is behind, they can't dive top.
Is in a lot of trouble.
But can they dive bot? Double TP on Nongshim. He can fake out the spell shield, or he can just get the spell shield and Varus just ults him and kills him. Does he die? No, he doesn't. 2 health. Sivir was on 2 HP. It was 2 after Ignite and no regen. Gio was such a rat. I feel like he should have died like 4 times this game already. No one's done Drake. 0 Drake. 0 fucks given. Strange. LCK rats are so ill, bro. My favorite part about streaming is co-streaming the LCK. Because the chat is just, everything's just the best. The chat is the best, the games are the best. Honestly, the illness is at its peak. It's the best timing of the day. Like, bro, it is just the fucking greatest. He should die here, I think.
Sneaky Monkey comes out of the brush and they are all inside the circle.
Sneaky. Good place by Nongshim. They got 2 grubs, they put Doran behind after Doran made a mistake by fighting the grubs. Jiwoo needs to recover. But the fact that Jiwoo's only died once is crazy to me. Faker's tanking tower shots for plates.
They actually might find him.
Ryze ult
coming down here as Faker can just walk into the realm warp, but he was right on top of Lahan's. Lahan's finds the ulti there as well. Buys time for Gio to make his way back.
Doesn't want to flash, just wants to die. Thought he could live after the Nautilus ult. But I guess he doesn't have Phase Rush, right? Nongshim are picking up 3 kills around the map. This is the thing.
Yeah, oh, Doran looking for Gio.
Oh my god, Doran.
He cancelled it.
It's the same place that he died before. The same person.
Well and truly dead yet again. Yeah. Oh, wait. Owner taking a lot of damage here. Lahan's trying to
flash knock, Poppy time. Oh, Doran gets him.
Doran threads the needle as best he can.
Man, I do think Poppy, no matter what happens in a game, is the most OP champ in the game.
I don't know whether this will be getting him to safety. And it doesn't.
What happened here? What is that? They were just trying to fight the Jarvan. Where is Wukong? Is Rumble and Nautilus are fighting to the death on Herald and Wukong's taking enemy red with payphone on. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Faker. He's fine, I think. Faker, right? Surely Wukong can't solo kill him.
Sivir is being really nice spell shield.
Oh, he's dead actually. Triforce Wukong. Wait, Poppy died too. What's it? Cameraman! What? And Ari got bot tier 1 first blood tower. What the fuck? And now Nongshim are ahead. What in the fuck is happening? T1 2 kills and 3 heralds just turned into T1 2 kills and a herald, but Nongshim 2 kills and a first blood tower. They got bot tier 2 as well. Bot tier 2 as well for Nongshim. What? They're actually really far ahead now. I thought Faker would survive against the Wukong. So Rumble and Nautilus are face checking top side, and Wukong is going to his blue. That's good to know. Wukong's going to blue. That's nice.
I mean, it is just a 1v1
so they die.
Owner and Kingin. That Owner then has to flash out of the way of, but Carrier does manage to finally.
And then T1 decide.
Yeah, and then here, this is one of these situations where
actually Wukong
you're winning so much on one side of the map.
Actually,
you could have just taken that advantage.
Yeah, Wukong's OP.
Faker wanted to go down and cover the bot wave.
And then Carrier says we can dive Sivir.
Position. And then here, this ended up really unfortunate because the spell shield was really early, and then it was a mistimed charge.
No.
It was a split second later than Jiwoo was just dead.
Well, it's going to have to be a Doran carry game for T1.
Out of it. Thumbs up from Lahan's going for the BM play, but the exhaust is down.
Sivir no flash equals Jarvan ult is honing on Sivir's head. And that's the only value Jarvan has this game. Press R on Sivir. And be a good early game champ.
Yeah, he is.
Kingin has a think actually he is doing incredibly well. Kingin having a little bit of a rough time here as the equalizer will go down just to clear out the wave, but
lots of counterplay.
That's what
it's the Bounce draft. T1's playing the Bounce draft. You pick Jarvan so they can't flash or dash. And then you pick Poppy so they can't dash. So the Jarvan gets the immobiles and the Poppy gets the mobiles. And you both go in. And you ult on top of Poppy W, so they can't get out. It's like a Camille ult. Poppy W is just a Camille ult. Jarvan adds nothing to the equation. Yeah, because you can't leave with your right clicks, but you can right click out of Poppy W. It's the bounce trap. It's a Dora in 1v9 game.
20 minutes just spawned the
Calyx needs to fry this fight.
This is that new...
It's the classic LCK teams and LPL teams just right-click Atakan on spawn, and they just do it, or they dance around it for 5 minutes straight.
Really do. The equalizer comes on through. That is going to be the smite. Locked down, beautifully done here by T1 as there is the knock-up onto Doran. Flash out from Lahens, but the
and they get... What is Owner doing? What the
now
fuck is...
Oh,
into the Rise ult!
Get the charm onto Calyx here as the Realm Warp trying to get T1 out.
Oh my god, they're all such rats. It's great. Like, I just cannot.
Calyx, though,
oh my god, they're out as well. All of them are out. It's so disgusting. They always get away with it. They always get away with it. Every time they have these fucking champs like Poppy and Rise, they're like, they're all just fucking thieves. Absolute heist gameplay. Let's do Atakan. Okay, Keria, you're the fucking knockaway, and then Faker's the driver. Just ult us out.
And then here, they know they got what they wanted, right?
I think they can get this kill and get out here, but Owner, I'm not sure. He's like kind of going in, but then he's like, nope.
We got what we wanted, we can disengage, right? Even though Guma gets hit by the charm, he's never really under that much threat.
It's a heist.
He uses his flash. And
this is the thing with like teams in general, when they have champs like Poppy or Rise, or they have like champs who do things fast.
And it's just
have to be really quick on reacting to their objective stats.
And so now
it's not over for Nongshim, right?
Tail between their legs just a little bit here.
They had such a good position, and then they just slept for 1 second, and boom, that's it. Insta-play.
Very, very good. Alright, bit of a dive here on this top side of the map, as Faker could be in trouble, and by could be, I mean definitely.
How tanky is Rise? He just stood there.
And Faker will just get back to clearing
He just stood there.
So never you walk away.
He just stood there and just hit them. It's a 2-item Wukong, 2-item Ahri. He just stood there.
Mid lane tower, and now they're looking for the Ahri, who has the ultimate.
Well, Gideon does come over here, just gets blast coned back by Keria, who is just
what is
going
that timing?
Business. They will find the
the stun.
Also finding an awkward angle.
Bonk. Oh, the spell shield.
Spell shielded by Gio really nicely against Keria as Realm Warp.
What is going on?
Completely out of there. Owner has to get away as well. He'll
Drake's up in 15. Everyone will stop fighting and they'll go Drake. This
a lot of summoners are cooldown. Up in 5
pure
seconds.
Illness.
Advantage in the game, definitely.
I mean, if Nongshim can get IE on Sivir, I think they can really start cooking, but Gwen is such a fucking demon champ. Baus is right, that champ is so broken. Chat, stop it. Stop with the fucking spiders. Stop it.
That is going to be the Cyclone connecting onto Keria, but the anchor does not land. Second Cyclone is going to be enough to put down Poppy.
Calyx.
As now Calyx going
Did he press
forward,
charm?
Will get knocked up by the flag and drag, but Gumayushi's in
he did.
no
Guma's
man's
dead.
land. He's just dead. And Nongshim getting 2 quick kills. Doran now dashing around here.
What is happening?
King trying to keep
Baron wasn't up.
So
Atakan is dead.
Even more.
And they're like holding topside when Doran's on Drake. What the fuck was that? Doran no TP. It's gone actually. It's gone, isn't it? Isn't it just gone? There's nothing they can do. Rumble's a bit low. Oh, it hurts the damage from Baron. Just try and steal, and that's it. It's a 2v5.
What he can do here. Hook is going to connect there as they're looking to distract Owner. The Cataclysm comes on through. Down he goes. And that is going to mean the Baron goes over to Nongshim as well.
What is happening in this game? This is a game of tennis, not a game of League of Legends. No, you have the ball. No, you have the ball. No, you have the ball.
Spotting him out as he's going to try and go for the empowered recall. As Doran will take a bit of damage, but in the meantime, it's just being a situation.
T1 have 2 Drakes and an Atakan.
Yeah, zoning.
And Nongshim just got Nash.
Around as now he's boosting on over.
Oh my god.
Have the cinders.
He's actually dead.
Going to be able to knock him up, and then he picks him up with the anchor.
It's in times like there where you're like, I should dodge the hook, and then Nautilus just presses R on you, and it's like, oh, well, I guess no dodging.
Thankfully for them,
I thought Ahri was going to ult there. The thing is, Jiwoo has Infinity Edge on base, 100%. Why are we getting a replay of this?
Find an angle to punish. You know, he thought he could get away with the ult.
Guys, go back to live. We get it.
And even more
It was the simplest kill ever. Back to live.
Champions, you'd actually be able to channel TP out, but they have so much CC and they have enough damage.
I feel like people should pick up Infernal Cinders more. I swear, so many people just run past them. Get those Infernal Cinders. I think T1's cooked. Yeah, look at Sivir's items. I told you, they beat Gen G, they're going to get 2-0 by Nongshim. It's just going to happen.
But it's against the lethality.
It's the cycle of the LCK. You cannot. The LCK is inevitable. T1 summer splits are inevitable.
the longer it goes,
the sacrifice for winning Gen G and beating their win streak, you will lose to Nongshim.
I mean, what's ridiculous? How did
you have to pay your sacrifice to the gods of the LCK, and you can choose. It can be Nongshim, it can be Bro. You just have to drop a series to them. Gen G, oftentimes they choose Bro and KT.
They've moved their vision.
Okay, Doran is really strong, but Sivir is also really strong.
For Nongshim
this dragon,
on this bottom side of the
I'm not gonna lie, it's not that big of a deal.
Like to see.
T1 losing this trade, okay, they're gonna send it.
Right now, as Calyx, he's going to take
what the fuck did that Ahri just do?
Chains of Corruption come down. It's a very
he flashed the hook and hit Faker.
Faker does get hooked, but maybe
Lens! Oh my god, Doran! What a puppy ult is massive! What? The Sivir's dead! What the fuck? Oh wait, what? What the what? What? That's a 4 for 0?
From the sidelines,
what?
He finds
it's over. By the way, they're right holding the wave. They just won the game.
Continuing to push. I mean, it's a little bit dicey. Lehens is up in 2 seconds, but
this was the best game state ever.
Be able to stop this. First Nexus
they right-click mid,
the second one is
and they lose the game.
There is so much damage.
What?
Gideon goes down. Lehens cannot stop it, and there goes the game in the blink of an eye. T1 just say, nah, we win these.
Gotta be a heartbreaker for Nongshim. So much was going right.
I'm stun locked. I'm chain CC'd. What? That's it. It's just over.
Fly in. He saw Calyx.
Nongshim is 2.6k gold up, and they have a 3-item Sivir. Then, for some reason, Ahri puts on a dubstep song and like ults into a Poppy W. So he has to stopwatch. That was disgusting. Rumble ult was also disgusting. Flashing the hook from Lehens to hit Faker, not the worst. So the fight already is kinda dogshit for Nongshim. But then Doran TP's in and gets almost instantly one-shot. Lehens is almost dead. Jarvan ults. Actually, Ahri is useless at this point, isn't she? It's the Poppy ult. It's the Poppy ult. Poppy's about to ult. The Wukong. And Nautilus is dead. And Sivir just gets stuck. Keria knocks away the Wukong, who's the most OP in this fight, because he has R2 right now. He's an R2. And then he stuns the Sivir into the wall. And that's it, GG. Fight's over. Because if Sivir is alive here, it's fine. Imagine Sivir is like kiting back and she's standing here hitting. Owner's just going to be dying. There's no threat on him. Doran's 1 HP. And they have no ults left. And she has flash up, right? So the 3-item Sivir would win the game. But the Sivir just gets stunned into the wall, dies, and then Owner double knocks up the Ahri, who still has flash up for some reason. And the Rumble also still has flash up for some reason. I guess Poppy just carried the game or what? Okay, but it's kind of hard to see. Like, the best way to imagine it is just pretend you're Sivir, okay? Put your eyes on this champ and pretend your camera is Sivir. Just do that right now. Wait. Okay, now pretend you're Sivir. Oh, the TP. I'm Gwen. Oh, I'm dead. Actually, he's kiting down way too much. It's crazy. He should be auto-attack. Auto-attack. He should click to the right now. If Sivir clicks right here and starts hitting Jarvan, the game's won. But she doesn't. She clicks down. So then she's insta-stunned and GG. But if she clicked up and was kiting up here with Ghost on and hitting Jarvan, I think the game would be won and she would just pentakill them. Alright, everyone's warmed up now. Now we can start playing good, right? We can start actually like not playing a game of tennis. Wow, they are just banning junglers.
Just a Talia ban and then just
are they gonna ban Maokai as well or what?
But then maybe they're expecting
God.
this Trundle third ban.
5 jungles banned. Go 6 jungle bans. Ban Maokai.
Picked up, but now both Talia and
Maokai
are up.
Absolutely.
They ban the Azir themselves, so not one to give it open. This is how much value they put into
Maokai open, Nocturne open. Skarner open. Red alert, owner Skarner.
Well.
Yeah.
They first picked Senna.
Some of the picks we've seen do well in the Senna.
We've seen Aphelios into Senna. But does T1 want to show they play a lot of Aphelios into Senna? They want to show it again? Probably not, right? But there's a lot of champs open that are still OP that aren't ADs, right? They can just pick.
Well, we're looking at some
Nocturne,
DNF
good champ.
strats here. Is the Nocturne
they could play Senna Tam though.
The thing is,
are they going to do Orianna Nocturne?
If you are going to play the Orianna,
they are going to do Orianna Nocturne.
If you
come on,
where the
is it a Tam Kench in the back then or what?
Ambitious.
Need a mobile mid into Orianna Nocturne, so Victor is a bit tricky.
who are that concerned about this Nocturne Orianna
Is it like an Akali game or something?
Also
so they're not gonna go for the Tahm
Kench. I think ultimately,
is it time for a Guma Susi Jin?
It means that these
a Guma Susi Corki.
And we'll see
Ambessa top.
T1 opting for
yeah, I like it.
Ambessa.
Drop a Renekton ban. Drop a Camille ban.
Taking that one with.
I think Renekton Camille bans are pretty good in this draft. Then I guess he would have Aatrox or something. Could ban the Tahm, but then I think they would get Renekton or Camille, and both are pretty good in their comp. What do you ban as Nongshim? I guess you're banning one of Xayah Rakan and Lucian Braum is a bit annoying.
And also would sync really well.
Maybe Braum Rakan.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Xayah Lucian.
Would have.
The Thresh going to get banned away, obviously respecting the Aphelios Thresh
Alistar ban, Thresh ban. They're trying to stop Aphelios Thresh, but they only played Aphelios Thresh into Alistar, didn't they?
Because they'll
Lucian
telegraph
Braum,
a good amount of what
Xayah
they're
Rakan.
for with this big
Oh, it's Lucian Braum. Can you cook with Senna bot, like into Braum? Oh, he went for the Jhin last second.
And yeah, I think they could have banned
Man,
away.
am I crazy? I kind of like Nongshim's comp. It looks exactly like Gen G's comp when they played MSI. Galio, Cassante, Senna. And I thought I saw this exact comp at MSI, and I thought, man, I don't know if they have enough damage.
That's kind of crazy. I feel like that.
And then they rocked up the fights in Gen G. Well, Bard is a great pick. But it depends, right? Like, there's obviously a nameplate diff. If your name is Gen G and you're playing this comp, you're probably going to be smurfing. If your name is Nongshim, maybe you're going to be smurfing less.
From such a distance.
Because Gen G played against AL.
A lot of bulky champions to kind of
what was their comp? It was.
Has the kind of throughput in
it was against G2, I think. Who did they play against?
DPS work.
Oh, okay, it wasn't counting MSI. Here it is. Yeah, the draft was kind of similar. They're playing Cassante, Galio, Senna. They have Pantheon, Alistar. I think Viego damage is okay, but Pantheon is fucking broken, so that's like less exchangeable. And what support is Nongshim playing? Tahm? I guess Tahm Kench is into Nocturne, right? Think Pace will come back to the LCK next year. I hope so. I hope like KT or something sign Pace. I think KT would love to snatch Pace. I feel like KT and Nongshim are two teams who could do with like an AD upgrade. She was good, yeah, but I think if you want to beat T1 Gen G Hammerlife, I think you need Pace over Jiwoo. I think the Bard this game is really strong, yeah? He has Nocturne jungle who needs help, or like a bridge. He's against Senna, Tahm, Galio.
Oh no!
So he just plays the game as much as he wants.
About being ganked or having
this game will be a bit slow early. It's Viego versus Nocturne. It's the least interactive jungle matchup on the planet. I think Viego just needs to backtrack to top grab after Krugs.
Solidified is.
I don't think Viego should try and fight bot grab. That would be a bit horror. Galio hasn't TP'd back yet, and he's in fucking in pain. Oh, what?
God. Okay, Lehens is going to go in. He does find the knock-up onto Gumayushi.
How did Gumayushi get hit by that? Now they can fight bot grab.
As the barrier is going to be used in exchange. But look at this. Lehens is just happily wandering amongst them. Owner and Gideon going to be fighting as now Nongshim do get the earlier track to try and
it's really hard for Viego to win against Nocturne early.
Owner as Gideon getting taken down
but the bot trade is big.
Doran's
best champs are Rumble, Gwen, and Ambessa, I think. I feel like on those champs, I see him carry games. His Gragas is also like, his Gragas is up there, but sometimes it's down there, you know what I'm saying? Like, so Senna swapped, Tahm Kench stayed.
So now
there's no freeze in top because Ambessa can break it. But Cassante is going to get frozen on.
Oh dear.
And Darn is level 6.
So Tahm has to stay bot, so Senna's just stuck laning top by herself. But it's the same situation as last game. Doesn't Doran just press R on the Senna right now?
Really matter. I'm worried
I think he just ults the Senna the second she shows.
That are in away from both. See, like we knew this was just going to happen, right? Doran's going to flash in there.
Oh my god, there's no way Nongshim swapped 2 games in a row. And both games their AD carry died to the enemy top. Like, this is just the biggest fucking war crime I've ever seen in my life. How have they swapped their AD into dying to enemy top 2 games in a row? But why does Senna even have to be in a position where she has to lane into Ambessa and flash the ult to get a minion? Like, how is this even a situation you're in? Look at this, look at this!
Just play safe. Just flash the ult.
Yeah.
Doesn't flash the ult.
He definitely did not flash the ult. Or much of anything at all after that as well.
Just
Senna top, what
Doran
the fuck?
At least had to flash after him. So, could be in a little bit of trouble here as King looking to charge that ulti. Dissonance going to slow him down though as the shockwave comes in. Calyx Might need to just... Yeah, okay. No, instead doesn't actually elect to use the ultimate, but Faker is now in trouble. The Colossal Smash comes down. Command Protect is going to be there, but another round of spells should be coming. He has Flash, but he doesn't actually use it. Faker able to escape is now getting scared, and he can understand why. Oh man,
Faker
I
no
can feel
TP.
it.
Loses a lot of minions here.
Well and truly
I'm just waiting for the Senna, for the Ambessa Nocturnal to just land on the Senna's head and one-shot them.
Don't you remember?
What is Keria doing?
That's alright, Keria going to take a magical journey. Does find Lehens here, but Catfish I don't think is going to be dying. One in against Gio and Lehens. Another public execution, another possibly dead Gio here as he does get the piercing darkness. Keeps himself alive, the Dawning Shadow.
Oh, Guma backshot Jin!
There are even more bullets on this map.
Where the fuck did he come from?
On Gio's life once again. He almost got his revenge, but he just doesn't quite manage to nail it as Calyx not going to be dying just yet either, as Gideon coming on over, gets the flash on in.
Nice
Heroic
flash.
entrance, Faker going to get knocked up and probably taken down here as he has no flash and no chance to get out. Gideon will get his
some
first
pace for Nongshim. Gold on Diego is great.
The tragic thing that you can do
Senna has 20 stacks, 10 minutes, 0-2 and no items. Like
ult comes down. Yeah, I guess.
Was a nice try by Lehens with the knock-up. Actually, zone Doran. If Doran hits Q2 here,
Ona flies in. And then the side ult from Guma to finish him off.
Beautifully played there by Ona.
Ona and Doran are engaged with the
is it a Catalyst tier Orianna versus Spectre's Cal Galio? Is that what that is? Is he building Roa?
The top side of the map.
This game just looks a bit weird. But I think Nongshim's okay. A lot of the momentum feels T1 centric.
Oh, there's a pedal under the enemy tower. Well, I've got to take it before they get it.
Do you remember when Rengar had his Bone Tooth necklace?
Yeah.
That was my favorite stacking. As Calyx,
this is his least
favorite moment. Never mind!
Like,
he's going
that combo was sick.
Shadow comes in, Keria.
Does Faker live?
Keep Faker alive as the magical journey.
Clutch moment.
God, T1 just keeps trying to kill the Galio on side, but the Galio is... He's too tanky. Doran has no TP and Kingen does. Is this a good play, guys?
Moving over now.
Yep. The Catfish does not approve.
Is it oh my god, what a steal.
Actually,
what a steal.
It was just a dash in from meaning that it's a bit of information overload. There
is this really a send?
And Gio, this time going to be able to move over to his teammates. Devour comes through from Lehens this time, and that will keep him alive. The flash out as Gideon looks for that reset. There is the tongue lash, and down goes the Nocturne.
Did you see Keria spatting? He went from here like this.
As man, that Dustbringer coming out from Gideon was
terrifying.
Like, yeah. Break those chains though, not getting scared. He just gets over the wall.
This game's not going to be easy for T1.
I was just going to say,
Nongshim's champs are pretty solid.
Alone in the mid lane feels like he's in his
T1 didn't have the flash.
But actually
reported game freezing issue for Lehens.
So I think
are the grubs still up? Has no one done grubs? Am I fucking crazy?
We have sometimes
seen 14 minutes in and grubs are just going to disappear? Is this the first game ever where grubs are just going to vanish? No one gets grubs?
But then they did manage to actually escape. Very, very cool.
When was the last time a competitive game had 0 grubs? They're gone.
Works out quite well. It's just
0 grubs.
Hit in unison here between our top laners as Gideon finds Keria, but Ona is lying in wait. There is the combo as Lehens can just gobble up the Viego. Gumushi coming on over, Dawning Shadow comes in.
No eat.
Oh
my god, that bar Q flash was disgusting.
Is just on a silver platter, surrounded by T1 members.
Oh, that bar Q flash was nasty.
Nongshim were looking for that time as Kingen had teleported in, and now he is likely to just get sent home in a body bag. Not quite able to flash out of the way, but still having to use everything to just
Nongshim trying to do there?
What happened?
Gideon got caught, but then Lehens ate him and ran forwards into them.
There are so many things. And instead they used the gobble from Tom, which now puts
but here I think they just have to get out, right? Viego, the Jin W, or just Tamkench eat and run away.
But then they end up gobbling
but they eat and then they run a bit forwards here.
Why are they positioning so aggressely after this? Like,
oh my god, that bar flash was insane actually.
There's death.
There's no way to get out.
So
yeah, there you go.
Maybe they thought that Galio might sometimes be involved. As Kingen has found Ona, he goes all out actually, as Faker will turn up. Kingen will get shockwaved as well, as now he's just possibly in trouble. But he'll get healed up
if they want to play this T1.
Darkness. Keria comes over. There is the Tempered Fate.
Tamkench eat is in 2 seconds. 1-0.
As he eats a lot of
they're all flashing away from Tamkench.
Redemption going to be doing a fair bit of damage.
You can't help any of them.
Ona is sped up by the dissonance, man.
Oh my god, 2 free kills.
Combo. as they are going to be able to get the
Oh,
stun.
the Ambessa ult into the dive on Jiwoo.
And it's Doran that uses that as a way to taxi over to Jiwoo, who will get shielded up. That is everything that Nongshim had just to keep 3 members alive.
Left side.
Curtain's getting cold here as you can see Gumayusi fishing for it. Lehens will get stopped on the back. And you can see that
Galio is just kind of sitting there watching his whole team int.
Oh, here's the test. Can he get down to the bot lane?
No, he runs out in time, right?
Will the drift?
Surely it runs out before it hits.
Oh
my god, the Apex is hit. Wow.
Slick with it.
Get him in the F1 race today in Spa. Wait, he hit those fucking Apexes big time. Sunny Haze.
But actually do anything that they really needed to do, you know? Alright, Paranoia has been popped here as it's another fight. Doran taking a little bit of damage. The redemption down here for T1 just to try and keep them alive as Kingen is dead. But
I Ambessa ulted in. Oh, what? Doran!
He did not need to do that.
I feel like he was out.
It was sometimes rush of blood
Kuma needs to be a bit careful here.
I mean,
can they engage
I remember seeing
was not this. Like obviously,
well, the start of this game wasn't this either. As Carrier's going to
Bard is just running the game. I feel like Bard has so much free space against all their champs.
It happened after the pause.
What did Nongshim ban 4-5?
Like
a Bard ban.
So are we sure that they
need to turn his
quite nice.
Yeah.
They banned Thresh and Alistar, right?
Setting up the river.
They banned Thresh and Caitlyn.
Adakan is on the bot side.
Yeah, maybe just play into Thresh and ban Bard. I feel like this Bard is just
move in when there is
you don't really have a point-and-click CC, so
Doran is just going to kill this turret.
Yeah, Bard just runs around and does whatever the fuck he wants.
Does come down.
T1, I feel.
Instant Adakan start, classic.
As Shockwave connects onto 2. Adakan down to 50%, teleport in. Here from Doran, the
TPing on top of everyone.
Is going to result as Calyx can make his way down. There's the Paranoia. Dawning Shadow doing decent
damage,
is
solid. Diego's really low.
As now the Galio comes in. It's a one-man taunt, but it's onto Gumayusi as they do manage to
and
take
they're
the
out
Adakan.
again.
And
Classic. And they're out.
And
the Galio's gonna die as well. Oh, the flash eat. Oh, he went out again. Carrier can't get the Bard off.
That gets over the wall, and it is going to be Carrier
the portal
that goes down. Abyssal dive here as
Doran
He's
is
like,
dead.
man, do I have to do everything
Okay,
myself?
they don't get away with it this time.
The answer is absolutely another public
They do not get away with it this time.
Oh no.
Well, Lehens gets a little bit scared.
Or is he dead?
To try and dive away. Heroic entrance is going to be
the
there
heals.
this time. As my God, he survives for so long. Owner's
that's a Fire and Goal shutdown right there.
As he looks for a target
the Bard
to try and taxi
blind.
his way out of the way of, and there is a flash over. Paranoia on top of not going to work.
Could have used redemption, but I guess he doesn't want to waste it. What's the flower count? It's 8 flowers to Nongshim. I don't know how many T1 have. Probably like 25 to 30 normally is like the ratio. Nongshim's still in this game easy. The only thing that's annoying is they're playing 4 melee champs into Orianna, so they are going to get wombo comboed. Yeah, Nongshim's comp is really tanky. They just have to fight the next Drake, I think.
Like Brom, you know, there's a you can have a great
Senna 62 souls, actually not that bad considering how this game's been.
Yeah.
Not that bad.
Or Doran.
Oh, Doran's caught dead.
Well, they are probably just going to kill him as well, as he cannot publicly execute himself out of that one. And Gideon going to be able to lock down the kill.
Nongshim. That should be a free Drake.
T1 decide to let it go, you know.
What?
It's only second dragon.
A bit of an eradication.
Yeah, I
of the
think
enemy
T1.
jungle.
This game's getting more and more sketchy, you know. Like
this blue buff. Let's have a look at this.
We'll have to press Q a lot.
Oh, Faker.
Faker is just going to get ulted on here as Gideon comes over, flashes out of the shockwave. There's the Paranoia, and the stun
doesn't get him though.
Down goes
Owner
Gideon,
saves Faker.
He's just baited
Can he TP out? He can't, right?
Let's see whether Gio can make this one happen, but he has to sidestep the tempered fate.
Oh, he slowed the Galio.
Oh,
he's alive.
Dead.
Died to the Galio Q. Chinos from the side.
How
did Jiwoo die?
At this
what?
point in time, and how many times does
How
Faker
is T1
have to do
what?
this?
How did
for people to learn that you
they fell for it.
Nongshim winning.
Fell for the bait.
Faker
they
caught.
try and collapse on a Faker.
4
they
people on
think they have
Nongshim
the
die.
numbers advantage.
T1 get Baron, game's
the
over.
backup comes in force, and one after another they fall apart. T1 gonna get the Baron. Oh, Calyx.
He just kind of walks at them. He's been doing this all game, and it's impressive the bravery.
You know what? That's solid.
But I feel like it made sense, right? Diego stuns Orianna, wards over the wall, Orianna flashes, ults the flash, flashes the ult from the Orianna shockwave, but he missed his Q. And him missing his Q meant that Orianna lived. And Orianna lived, and then Senna died to what? She didn't have flash and she got what? She sidestepped Bard ult? Like this play from Nongshim is correct. Ward over the wall, ult the flash the ult. Q misses here though, so it takes longer and he stands still for some reason.
Q had have landed as well, maybe like Faker.
So Faker lives. Okay, it is what it is. Faker's out of the fight as well. Lehens has eat. Jiwoo sidesteps the Bard ult. Lehens gets feared, but they're together, right?
public execution and then the double stun.
Senna died that quickly?
Lehens had eat, but didn't eat you. So I was wondering what happened, but the double stun from Carrier was so good.
What the fuck? One Jin shot and an Ambessa E or something?
Brutal. The double knock. And Guma just a few bullets. The last one in the chamber here, as we can see, as he does cleanse. That is a cooldown they do need to be wary of. The curtains are going to get called here.
2.
And down goes this inhibitor turret.
He just channeled the Galio and Galio dies.
It's going to ring true as well. Deadly flourish. My God, Gumi, do not give this man the Jin or the Varus. And they did both.
What is he with T1 and just like, oh my God, we might be losing the game.
And once again, you might blink and miss it. As T1 will just close out this game number 2. And my goodness, what a week for this team.
It felt like the game was even, and it just hits a point and the game's over.
Over Nongshim,
and it's like one mid-team fight or one top-team fight. That's it.
I feel like Nongshim had moments in this game, in the last game, where it felt like maybe they'd be able to have an edge, but when it came to the decisive, game-deciding parts of this match, T1 were just so
a lot of sketchy plays from T1 though, like, this was not clean at all. It's a 2-0, but Doran getting caught a little bit. Some team fights weren't set up very well, but it doesn't matter, I guess. They beat Gen G, they beat Nongshim.
And I want to say, just to really go on with what you're saying about a great show.
They still do their thing where they right-click objectives and then they try and heist their way out.
He was fantastic.
But yeah,
his ambassador never fails.
I think the biggest thing for me is Carrier looks really good. Like Carrier looks like he's in demon mode recently. Like Carrier recently has been very strong. I feel like Carrier was kind of neutered a bit by, I don't know, there was like a period in time, I don't know if it was spring or like late spring, where he was just playing Alistar and Rel and Nautilus, and it just felt, something felt really wrong. And then as they got to like the road to MSI and towards MSI, he started playing like Nico and Renata and Thresh and Poppy support and Bard and Pyke and Karma and all that shit. And I felt like that was a big turnaround. He stopped playing Alistar North Braum, and he transitions to more of like a give me space in draft, I'll try and make magic, and that I think helped a lot. He's tired. He's sleepy. Bro, if you can hit those Bard Q flashes like that when you're sleepy, then Jesus.
It's only 8 PM here in Korea, so absolutely fine. Definitely hasn't even hit gamer hours just yet. It's almost dinner time though.
Alright, we're going to watch an LPL series now. Anyone's Legend against Weibo. Pretty solid series.
Those two games, but yeah, I mean,
pretty solid series.
I don't think the outcome of this was too much of a surprise, but I feel like because
is this new Weibo actually going to make Worlds? Nah, really? Nah, really? Nah.
Could this be one where we get
the game hasn't started yet though.
So much closer than a typical LCK regular season week, where it might be, you know,
who wins player of the match?
A bottom table team.
Who wins player of the series?
There were a lot of moments.
I mean, why aren't we going to game 3? It's 1-1,
maybe Carrier?
isn't it?
Oh my God, that guy just got headshot by the camera.
Last, few seconds of the first game. That might be what you're expecting, but not to be the case. So T1. I think I don't really want to take away from T1 though the victory in game number 1, just because it was so incredibly decisive.
I think it's
that is what makes T1.
It's a carry up. Pog.
Is that you make any mistake, and it's not like you give them a lead. No, it's just the game's over.
I think for teams like T1, for top teams, it feels frustrating because you can do so many things right, and it feels like you just do one thing wrong, and the game is over.
Yep.
In reality, you did, you know, maybe a few small things wrong that all just cascaded into one major thing wrong. But at the end of the day, it really doesn't take much. And I mean,
I drove in Spa a few. Chat, is it still raining in Spa?
Stuns, I feel like he thrived on the fact that Senna and Tom want to stick together. And he's like, wait, they're going to be next to each other? That's just double stun targets for me. Multiple times in these clips, we're going to see this double stun opportunity. And yeah, this was pretty textbook.
You needed to have this. You know, it's the T1 Homeground. You know,
oh
it's
my
the
God,
LCK
the race
roadshow.
is going to go crazy.
And when it's roadshows like this, you need to have the fakey yakety sax moment where the enemy team feels the need to kill him, and it actually just kind of loses them the game.
Flash double stun again.
Carry is just pretty good.
It's brutal. I like how he puts the portal there.
He's like, King, here, please, be my guest.
Take it, flash through here.
The player of the match for me this game was Caedrel, and his god tier cask analysis elevated the series to a 5-star dish. Gordon Ramsay would be jealous of the GOAT. Yo, Jolly Man, you're making it a little bit obvious that you're on the payroll right now, okay? You're making it a little bit obvious. I need you to tone it back just another 10%, and we're good.
That is just the state of this game. As T1 finished them off. Looking pretty cool, calm, and collected here in this moment as well.
Jin is just doing so much damage.
Yeah, man.
I feel like Jin is one of these champions where sometimes you feel like he just does nothing, and then sometimes I'm like, how is it legal?
I feel like in this game he had a hidden infinity edge that he just like had in his back pocket rather than in his inventory.
Yeah.
So we didn't actually see it. We're gonna see, look, yeah, that's absurd amounts of damage. And it's not like this game was a stomp from go to woe, right? Like this was relatively even, you know, until it fell off a cliff towards the end. It's impressive stuff out of Gumayushi. I mean, this guy's Jin is absolutely fantastic. We mentioned it at the end of the game, but his Jin, his Varus, so good. And Carrier is going to pick up POG. POM, sorry. Would have got
Hey, Shox is with Max Verstappen too.
Definitely this game, but I thought the pop.
Pace! Yo, Max is winning today in Spa.
Yeah, I mean,
he's winning.
Games,
Facts.
A lot of clutch moments. I feel like the final
Facts.
fight
Max
so
is
much
winning
on the Poppy and the Bard. I mean, it was just a masterclass, honestly. Yeah. I'm interested to see the vote spread because I think a lot of people had good games, but I think, you know, this is a.
I think there might be like
carrier POM.
Yeah, maybe there's a couple of Guma votes in there.
Yeah.
But I think for the knowers, it'll be the carrier vote. Because I mean, in game one it was kind of a bit of a mess. Maybe it's to Doran because I was never more entertained.
The entertainment vote.
My vote is often always to Doran because he's just fun, man. What a great guy. And still managed to win that game even after having a bit of a
I'm going to do the interview. Yeah, we'll do a little check-in on the interview quickly, and then we're going to move across to the LPL because they're already halfway through draft. So
vibe's definitely good though. I feel like you always like they have the perfect balance. There could be a T1 sitcom now. They have the perfect like comic relief
I need to rename the title.
Who's come into the top lane, you know? It's kind of beautiful. Although
he's like the Joey from Friends.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, Friends is really popular.
I didn't do the Reddit check today either. Yeah, you're right.
Did it to learn English, and it's now time for us to have a bit of a conversation. So let's throw it over to Jason. Jason, sorry for the translation.
Jason.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Jason for the
POM
interview translation.
Jason Park.
Let's welcome Keria on the side of T1 after their clean to a win up against Nongshim Red Force. T1 is undefeated on the LCK Roadshow T1 Homeground.
Undefeated.
How does it feel to get your revenge on Nongshim after that round 2 loss? I'm very happy that we managed to get our revenge, and us T1 LOL fan and then even the Valorant team didn't drop a single match, so I'm very glad that we were able to get this outcome.
Wait, who was the Valorant team playing against?
Keria, you are the back-to-back POM. What part of your performance are you most satisfied with? I thought, you know, either Doran or Owner performed really well, but I think I got some extra points by lending a lot of skills as Bard. Well, it was a 2-0 victory, a clean scoreline, but Nongshim Red Force was also on fire. What was the most tricky part playing up against them, and how did you plan to break through? Yeah, Nongshim is a very strong team, and Lihans as a support, he is a very strong pillar that brings a team together really well, so I kept that in mind. Keria, your Poppy in game number 1 was phenomenal. Even after giving a Baron and letting Nongshim get that momentum, you shut it down in one last team fight. How did you find that angle?
Do a horse race. No, I'm not going to do a horse race.
I still thought that we do kind of had the lead. I never thought that we were, you know, very behind. So I think one team fight was able to clean everything up. And then game 2. Enemy kind of banned out many AD jungle champs and kind of forced Nocturne on the side of T1. So how did you plan to deal with the drafting? I knew they were just gonna go for the kind of reactionary comp. So when we were drafting the bottom duo, there were a lot of options, and then Bard was the pick that could kind of round out the comp and kind of make a lot of follow-ups for the teammates, so I went for that. That Bard was just a menace, you know. You definitely showed your Bard top-tier performance. How would you like to rate your Bard performance on a scale of 10? The fans
10.
are saying 10. I would say 10 out of 10.
Deal.
With today's win, Faker also hit his 3,500 LCK kills, the first ever player to do it. Any words of congratulations
for
Faker
playing more today,
on
or
this
they
historic moment for him? 3.5k kills. I mean, I don't think no one is even close to Faker's kill record. I hope we can, maybe. I can close the gap on the assist leaderboard, but still,
okay,
you know, we are a team,
kills.
so I'm just glad that we are just making new records, new history together.
No KSing, buddy.
A huge win on a huge stage, and the crowd, the fans, were behind you the whole way. I think with this momentum, T1 must feel even more fired up for what's ahead. Any message to the fans who cheered you on so passionately throughout the roadshow? Yeah, with this back-to-back schedule, we were able to get a lot of energy from the fans, and we were having so much fun together. Back in the low park, I hope we can do well. You know, I mean, we can do even better. That's our goal. So with your, you know, energetic support, I hope we can put up even stronger performance back in the low park.